The business environment in Santa Barbara is diverse. Tech, retail, and visitor serving all play an important role in the local economy. Keeping this economic engine vibrant and healthy is a major priority of the city of Santa Barbara. One department that plays an important role in providing services that safeguard our local economy is the Santa Barbara Police Department. The department addresses these issues in many ways, such as the Downtown Beat Coordinator Program, Tactical Patrol Force, Restorative Policing Program, and the newly created Community Service Officer Program.
We have a lot of resources at the police department dedicated to many of the issues that we encounter in the downtown corridor. Of course, a lot of the problems that we have are related to the effects of homelessness, and then there are other issues specific to businesses like theft, shoplifting, fraud.
One of the ways the police department addresses these issues is through the Community Service Officer, or CSO, program.
This is a group of 6 uniformed police department employees. They're not officers. However, they have some limited citation writing ability, so they can take enforcement action.
They're dealing with people sitting on the sidewalk, open containers of alcohol, people urinating in public, a lot of the homeless type issues where it may actually be a nuisance for a business owner to have somebody sitting on a bench in front of them. However, it may not be that they're committing a crime, the person. So a lot of times it's education as well. The biggest thing is we want high visibility, low enforcement is kind of the posture that we're going with. And for the main purpose is we just want them to be out here to give that presence that there is a uniform law enforcement around.
The CSOs work with the Tactical Patrol Force and are on foot, making them easily accessible for businesses and the public. The success of the program is directly connected to the relationships that the CSOs develop with local businesses.
But we introduce ourselves to employees and managers and owners so that they know that if anything happens, if you have a problem, call us and we'll do to the best of our ability, come down to help you.
Another way in which the police department addresses the needs of the business community is through beat coordinators.
We are responsible for the quality of life issues, some of the problems that are not necessarily 911 right now calls, whether it's neighbors that are disputing over something that they need some help in mediating, or whether we have certain areas that just need more attention than others. We get calls and complaints that aren't first responder type calls, but calls that do need some attention.
And on the downtown beat, this attention in many cases involves our transient population.
One of the things that I do is I contact them. I know most of them. I know all their names. I know how long they've been here. When I see people I don't recognize, I go and introduce myself. I get their names, I get their pictures so they're in the system so that I know who's in my area, I know who's in my beat. So when we get a call that says, somebody that looks like this wearing this shirt did that, I go, oh, I know who that is.
The beat coordinators communicate directly with business owners to address issues.
So I say you can never call us too much. If you're having a problem, whether it's legal or not. Maybe there's a transient that's bothering them that's panhandling in front. That's not illegal, right? It's a nuisance, it's loitering, but it's not illegal. But sometimes I can go talk to them and say, we need you to move along. The business is causing problems. Can you move somewhere else? And then that's something that just solves the problem.
It's awesome. Having the beat coordinator program reinstituted back onto the police force has been great, because what it does is it allows that beat coordinator or that police officer to really understand what's happening in that region. They get into it, they get the feel of the neighborhood, they get the feel of the area, they're there all the time, they get to know the people. It's definitely the best thing to have.
An increased police presence is part of the city's problem-solving strategy downtown, and a major component of that presence is the Restorative Policing Program. Through this program, police officers, outreach specialists, and social service providers work as a team to connect chronically homeless individuals with the services they need, helping them to achieve self-sufficiency. The goal is to break the cycle of incarceration, citation, and addiction, and ultimately get people into housing.
None of these people really prefer to be living like that. There are just so many things that have gone wrong along the way, so many missteps, so many wrong turns, that it's difficult for them to unravel it.
The successes of getting homeless people off the street and into programs, and the relationships developed with the business community, are paying off.